So problem in space movies. Have we had a lot of good problem in space movies? Okay, we've had a ton of great problem in space movies. So Stowaway stars Anna Kendrick, Toni Collette, Dae Kim, and Shamier Anderson, and is directed by Joe Penna. Stowaway follows 3 astronauts on a 2-year mission to Mars who find a stowaway on their ship. And with resources quickly dwindling, they realize there might not be enough room for all 4 of them. So I saw the trailer to Stowaway not that long ago. I watched about half of it and I just thought, man, that looks really bland. I don't know if I'm really gonna enjoy that. It had Anna Kendrick and it had Toni Collette, 2 actresses I would consider to be some of my favorites. But overall, going into Stowaway, I wasn't really all that excited. And I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised. Firstly, I'm gonna get into the strengths. This is the guy who directed Arctic, which is a really beautiful looking movie. And Stowaway is really no different. For the first half of it, you're mainly on the ship, and then the second half, you kind of branch out and you see a little bit more of space. But every shot in this movie looks really, really gorgeous. It's a really fantastic looking movie. I will say it is kind of interesting that for the first half, you're really just on board the ship. You're not really looking out into space, and sometimes that can be a bit of a pain because you want to see how beautiful it looks, especially when characters are saying things like, oh my god, pictures just don't do it justice. I know, right? It's so beautiful. But like, you can't see anything. You're just sitting there like, yeah, that's great. I'd like to see it too. I'd like to see how beautiful space looks. You eventually see it in the second half, but even when you're on the ship, everything looks fantastic. That brings me to my other point, in that this movie is set on the ship with 4 characters, all of which are great actors and giving really good performances. You've got Anna Kendrick, who is definitely the standout here. She's the one that you probably care the most about and the person that you can relate to the most. But you've also got Toni Collette, you've got Dae Kim, and you've got Shamier Anderson as the titular Stowaway. Now the thing is with this movie that I really liked as well is that it's going in the direction that we've seen other movies do before. There's not enough resources and they have to come to a difficult decision. But this one I liked because I feel like usually a movie decides on who's going to side with this person and who's going to side against this person. I feel like in this movie you can understand where every character is coming from. Anna Kendrick doesn't want to do it. She wants to find another way to help this person. But the other people, they don't want to kill this guy either. They're just doing what's going to be best for everybody and the most people involved. This is a bunch of good people in a really, really awful situation. Like I said, the performances in this movie are really good. So that helps you care about these people. Especially considering the fact that they really are not written very well at all. This is where I'll start to get into the weaknesses of this movie. One of them is the characters in this movie are not very well fleshed out at all. I don't know anything about Toni Collette. I don't know anything about Anna Kendrick. Shamier Anderson especially, he has the most character development. You find there's some stuff going on with his sister, but you get to know like maybe 2 sentences worth of details. Like, I don't really know anything about this guy. So the fact that they got all these great actors in this movie really helps elevate it. I will also say this movie's a little bit too long. I think they could have shaved off maybe like 10 or 15 minutes. I understand what they're doing. They're trying to build tension. They're trying to create an atmosphere, and they mostly do that, but because the characters really aren't developed very well, it doesn't really make me care in the end if these characters live or die. All in all, Stowaway is a pretty good movie. I would recommend it. There hasn't been a lot of gems that have come out in 2021, and this is definitely one of the better ones that I have seen. I've also seen like 5 movies that have come out in 2021, so that's not really saying much, but it was definitely better than Thunder Force. I'm gonna give Stowaway a 6.5 out of 10 stars. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Tune in on Wednesday for a top 5 list on Amanda Seyfried's best movies in preparation for her new film, Things Heard and Seen. And tune in, as always, for the sketch on Friday. I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm just having a really good time making these videos, and thank you all so much for watching. If you liked watching this and you want to see more, hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Take care, and as always, stay groovy, watch a movie.